Okay folks, the usual story about the link will be in the description. Right, this is a story by Graham Thompson, and it's regarding a bit of trouble in Shawlands last night. Man arrested after Glasgow pub stabbing as 3 men seriously injured. A man aged 18 has been arrested in connection with a large-scale disturbance on Kilmarnock Road in Shawlands. Right, okay, this is just a wee bit of footage. Not really anything, you know, we don't really see anything here. It's just somebody's used some mobile footage and submitted it to a Daily Record. Obviously that's looking from the other side of Kilmarnock Road, towards where the restaurants and stuff are. This is quite far back though. Right, okay. So the story goes on. Police raced to the James Tassie bar on Kilmarnock Road in Shawlands in the early hours of Sunday morning. An eyewitness said a group of pals were standing outside the popular bar when trouble flared. 3 men, all aged 21, were seriously injured and rushed to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. There's blood on the pavement. There's not a great deal there, is there? I've had worse than that at the dentist. Maybe no. Several other people were hurt in a large-scale disturbance. An 18-year-old man has been arrested. I said that. Police then taped off a large section of Kilmarnock Road with a blood trail visible on the pavement between the James Tassie bar and nearby Walton Street. One of the knife victim's pals was in tears as his friend was put in the ambulance, and he was being consoled by other pals. He sobbed, "I have already lost one of my best mates. I don't want to lose another." The attack took place just a few hundred yards from the scene where tragic Owen Hassan was fatally assaulted outside his mum's pub, the Old Stag Inn, on November 7th. The father of 3 died following an incident in Greenview Street in Shawlands area of Glasgow on November the 7th. That's that boy there, Hassan. He was murdered. In November, the record also said how a teenager needed hospital treatment after being glassed as he stood outside the nearby Sir John Maxwell pub, also in Shawlands. See, people tell you, there's not much happens in Shawlands, but it does happen in Shawlands. So you need to be aware, especially the youngsters when they're out and about there. There's absolute bams running about. Detective Sergeant Nicky McPherson of Cathcart CID said, "We are still trying to establish exactly what happened here. A number of people were seriously injured, and it's vital that we make sure we trace all those responsible. Our officers are currently going through CCTV and have spoken to a number of people who witnessed the incident. However, we're appealing to anyone who has not already spoken to police who may have information to get in touch." Violence will not be tolerated, although this appears to have been an altercation between 2 groups, other members of the public could have been caught up in this. We would ask that anyone who may have been injured last night and has not yet presented themselves to police or attended hospital at a later point to get in contact. So, you know, a lot of youngsters frequent the Shed, you know, the club, the Shed down there, and they go into some of these bars, and they need to be aware. They need to be aware of their surroundings and who's next to them and what could possibly happen. You can't have this, "Oh, it's a safe area" and all that. No, it's no. It's only as safe as the people that are in it, and you just don't know. So keep this in mind when you are in these places, and be aware and keep your eyes peeled. And that's my advice to you. Well, that is what it is, folks. Hit the like button if you like the content, and subscribe. Peace out.